Hey everyone, happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. We are here today for our next installment of the Girl Glow Minute with Pam. So, if you are streaming on Facebook or YouTube, we are live today. So, please like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our Facebook page. The Girl Glow Minute is a bi-weekly conversation that we have with some of your favorite CEOs of the brands that we carry in the store. So today we will be talking to someone very special. Her name is Jeannell Darden. She is the owner and mixologist. She'll tell you more about that, but she's the owner and mixologist of Moisture Love. So today's topic is about one of her best ever bundles, and that is called the best ever twist out bundle. So, as you know, or many of us know I can attest to it. A lot of us struggle with trying to achieve the perfect twist out bundle. So, using Jeannell's products from Moisture Love, and we're going to drop off some tips. We're going to help you achieve or master the perfect twist out bundle. So, we'll take like a little 30-second break so that you can tag a friend, tell them that we're live today. And in just a few seconds, we'll be going live with Jeannell Darden of Moisture Love to talk about how you can achieve the best twist out ever. Hey, y'all. Hey, Jeannell. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, Pam. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Whew. It's a whirlwind, but it's
Yeah.
like last day before we get to take a break. I was pressed this morning right up until this call trying to get everyone's orders out for Christmas.
Wow.
So we can
Yes.
say we got them out. So
Exactly. Well,
yeah.
congratulations to you. Are you taking a much needed break after today?
Break is relative
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
a CEO, but I'm from at least from Wednesday to next Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't intend to open my laptop. I can't speak for any time before or after that. So that'll be good for me if I have a straight 7 days with no laptop.
Wow, wow, wow. Hey, well, best of luck to you because I wish I can do that. I tried to go 24 hours and 10 minutes in. My hands were reaching for my phone.
It's like that.
But yes, but thank you so much for joining us on this Friday. The Girl Glow Minute, as I mentioned, it's just a way for our Shea Babes and more to just learn a little bit more about certain products or certain techniques. And we love speaking to the source. And so you are the source for the best twist out ever. But before we get into that, we're going to break the ice with what we call the hair cam. So just like Wendy Williams has the shoe cam, we're
Oh,
talking about the hair cam. So you can let us know what's in your hair. What are you rocking? That pony looks amazing. So tell us what's in it, girl.
so guys, this is like at least a week and a half old twist out. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to you about how you can have you a longevity twist out. And I wanted to show you an older version because we all see the perfect twist out right when it comes out. The question is, what does it look like 3 days later? So I shampooed and conditioned with the Moisture Love, a gentle embrace hydration shampoo, and deep indulgence conditioner. And when I originally twisted it, I blow dried it with the leave-in conditioner because I wanted a stretched look. And then I styled it with the Kendra Spirits Moisture and Style Cream and the Seal with the Kiss finishing oil. And so today, to pull it up into this ponytail, just put a little leave-in and a little gel. I think I found like I don't know if it was an old stocking, wig cap, I don't know what it was. And I just used that to pull it up into
Girl.
this bun. Um,
Okay.
so that's our
We love it.
Hair cam.
Yes, yes. Okay, perfect. So, what I'm rocking is it's a brand called the Trust Life. It's an Ayurvedic line, and I was in need of a much needed detox, so I use like this apple cider vinegar shampoo, and then I styled my hair with this sculpting gel. And so this is like day 4. So today I was able to like really get that pick in and give myself some volume. The past couple of days, the shrinkage was real, so it was time for me to stretch the thing, girl. Right. So if you're watching us, just drop in the comment section, what are you rocking on your hair today? And if you have any questions for Jeannell, any comments, please drop it. I'm monitoring that, and I'll put that on a big screen. But we are going to get to know you, Jeannell. I originally met you, I think that was back in 2013.
Yeah.
It was an event hosted by a local natural hair group called Coily Divas, and you were the headliner. But you were not Jeannell of Moisture Love. You were Jeannell of Cocoa Curls.
Yeah.
And I remember you were doing like a demo. You actually demoed a piece of my hair with your product, and it was amazing. It was amazing, amazing, amazing. That was a great experience. And so since then, your company has evolved. You're now Moisture Love. You
Yeah.
have your own technology. I want to just know more about that, but just let us know, who is Jeannell? How did you get started?
Who is Jeannell? It's such a weighted question. You know,
It
I feel
is.
like the older you get, you kind of like really ruminate on what that means.
Yeah.
But
Or your
individually,
definition. Not to cut you off, your definition of who Jeannell
right.
is.
So I would say individually, I'm a creative, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an influencer. And I'm very passionate about health and wellness, especially in women. As a child, I want to be a doctor. So it's kind of interesting that I'm not necessarily doing that, but I feel like in some kind of way, I'm still helping women heal. So our mission for Moisture Love is to help women confidently embrace their beauty. And I feel like I'm on this like deep dive of how do we help women heal from the traumas that we have around our hair, especially Black women, and women of color, women with curly hair. And how do we get to a place where we can feel confident showing up as our authentic selves? A lot of us hide behind our protective styles or hide behind trying every different product to kind of get this perfect look. But a lot of it really results in how you feel internally with yourself. And so that's really what Moisture Love is about. It's why it's named Moisture Love. So we know moisture is the number one challenge that women with curly hair have, but like loving and embracing your beauty and just showing up full is I say second, but I really think that is first.
First, yeah.
And so that's what Moisture Love is about. And products are just a physical manifestation of that to help you get there.
Absolutely. I love it. Love it. So, how did you get to create this technology? I know you have an extensive background, chemical engineering, or
Industrial and systems engineer.
yeah. So, how did that help you create this technology, or did it help you?
It did. So I started doing hair at 9. My mom's a licensed cosmetologist. She's always been into healthy hair. We never did um all the blow dries and presses and flat irons. She was always about healthy hair. So I don't know if y'all even know about a washing set, but
Yeah.
baby, I could wash and roll some hair on some red rollers, green rollers, pink,
Yes. Yes.
either some Lotta Body or some Ultra Sheen, and you're gonna have you a nice little body to your hair, and then do a little wrap,
Right. Right. Right.
and then it falls and it's cute. So we've always been
Yes.
about healthy hair, non-traditional hair since we were a kid. And
Yes.
I have a sister, and so it was my job to do her hair and my sister's hair. And I transitioned my mom to natural in 2003. So before people were even talking about it, I remember what happened to her hair, and she was like, "I'm cutting my perm out," and I was like, "What? Who does that?" And I was the one back then that was like, "This is nappy. This is awful. What are you doing?"
Right.
And then shortly after, I was right behind her. Really, that summer after I graduated high school, she gave me a relaxer. Went to Jamaica. I put color in my hair. It broke
Yeah.
off, and
Yeah.
so
We heard about that.
the rest is history.
You're right.
But I figured out how to make the products, just a lot of trial and error. So when I started with Cocoa Curls, I knew moisture needed to be the focus. And I knew that I did not want to be redoing my hair multiple times. And I knew I didn't want to be doing all this cocktailing. So it was like, how do I solve all three of those problems really in one? And I bugged chemists. I called product manufacturers. I studied formulas. I looked at all the formulas on the shelves at Target at the time, those top 5 first brands that were available, and I just really learned the science of what are all the pieces. And I kind of figured out what was missing, and what they weren't doing. And then being an engineer, we're taught to figure out how to solve problems, right? How to take this and figure out how to get from A to B in the most efficient way, especially in industrial engineering. And I was like, I see a way for that. So that's how I created the hydrolar technology.
Wow, wow. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. And so from there, you pretty much have like a full collection. We carry your shampoo and conditioner here in the store. And we just so happen to carry your bundle, your twist out bundle. And I see that you have a lot of other bundles that are curated for different types, hair types, different styles. But let's talk about the star of the show, the twist out bundle. We know it's a struggle to achieve the perfect twist out. Like there are so many elements, so many variables and factors that go into achieving the perfect twist out bundle. So tell us, how can we achieve the best twist out ever with your bundle?
Whew. So this is our newest bundle.
Okay, okay.
We found that we have a lot of people come to the website saying, my hair is like this. I want to do that. What do I need? And we realized the answer was kind of the same across different problems, uses, and hair types. And I know y'all want to hear that. Everybody feels like their hair is so different. They need a whole different recipe. And in some instances you do, but most instances you don't. And so a lot of people were asking, like, I can't get my twist out right. What's missing? And so we created this bundle. First, the leave-in is designed to extend your moisture. I'm not gonna lie, I was anti-leave-in when I first went natural. Cocoa Curls didn't have a leave-in because I was like, why do you need it? That's a repetitive step, extra product, more buildup, blah, blah, blah. But what I realized with curly hair, if you want to extend that moisture, you got to layer your moisture. So a lot of naturals feel like, give me the heaviest, but most bulky product to start with, and then that's going to give me the most moisture. But really, that's not how it works. Because the way our hair works, we have 3 layers. And that cuticle layer needs to be lifted and moisture needs to get under it. If it's too heavy, it's just going to weigh down the cuticle layer, but nothing is going to ever really get under it. And it's just going to be sliding off. By layering your moisture, you can have that product absorption that you need so that you're getting the moisture deep, deep down. And this has really nice slip.
Yes.
It's great as a detangler. And by having this on your hair first, and I always tell people to apply this when wet. Even if you, my newest boo thing is blow drying my hair, and I never used to do that. And I used to be anti blow dry. I've evolved. But with the leave-in, I find that I can do it without breakage. But I still always apply the leave-in to wet hair, whether you're going to twist it wet, whether you're going to blow dry it wet, whatever it is, apply it to wet hair so you can have that layer of absorption. And by doing that, you kind of have your base. The Kendra Spirits Moisture and Style Cream is designed to be a 2-in-1. That's why it's called Kindred Spirits, right? Because your definition and your moisture, they go along. They're hand in hand, and there's like a scale. Some people want a lot of moisture and they don't care if it's poofy. Some people want all the definition and they don't care if it's crispy. The Moisture and Style Cream was designed to kind of give you that balance so you can have some hold, but it's not crispy. This is the star of the twist out. So whether your hair is wet, dry, damp, short, long, thin, thick, the difference is in the technique and in how much product that you apply. So on our website, I have a blog post that talks about the technique of applying product. And it all depends on where you want to go with your twist out. So you have to know in advance, do I want a poofy look? Do I want a defined look? Do I want it to lay flat? Do I want it to sit up? Do I want it to last for a few days? Or do I want, like you mentioned in the beginning, do I want big hair? Do I want day 4 hair on day 1?
Yeah.
Or do I not care?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the evolution of the twist out? And so that determines the sections that you use. So the first key to your twist out is 1, your hair has to be properly detangled. If it's not detangled, you know,
right.
We just we call it a wash and go. Okay?
Yeah.
Call it a wash and go. Properly detangled. The second key is thinking about what you want. The poofier you want, the bigger the sections. The more defined you want, the smaller the sections. And then you always apply your cream to your hair from your roots to your ends,
Mm-hmm.
combing it, fingering it through.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell people, liken how you apply product to your hair the same way you apply lotion to your body. You don't ever go pump a big pump of lotion and try to spread it down from head to toe and consider yourself moisturized. You don't do that because you know you're gonna miss the elbow, a kneecap, high. Some ain't gonna all the way
A
get
knuckle.
enough. So what
Yeah.
you do is you're gonna take a little bit, you're gonna do this section, then you do that section.
Mm-hmm.
People don't ever complain about why I gotta apply my lotion and sections to my body, other than if you just want to have ash, right? If you cool with the ash, don't apply it in section.
Right.
And that's the same for your hair.
Yes.
Tell you how many people I meet that, or we were doing video consultations, and I say, show me how you apply the product, and they scoop it, they rub it together, and they do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, you not your husband, friend. I'm sorry. Your man, your the guy with the short hair can do that, but you can't do that.
Right. Right. Open that thing up.
Open that thing up and go from root to tip.
Yes.
And then so that's the second most important piece. And make sure the product is well distributed through your hair. That's so important. That doesn't mean it needs to be a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It just means it needs to be well distributed. So I always tell people, put it in your hand, rub it together, warm it up. I have a friend, my stylist, when she does my hair, she makes this funny sound with it. I don't know how she creates the sound, but I swear it changes how my hair comes out because she puts the product in and she kind of rubs it together and it's got this little like tune to it. You
Right.
want to do that with it because it warms up the oils and the butters that are in it, and it helps it to melt into your hair. If you take nothing away from this, the idea is getting the product well into your hair, not on top. I'm gonna pause because I feel like I've been talking a long time.
Oh no, 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 you're great. So while you're doing that, while you take your break, you're warming up the butter. So just speaking about some of the ingredients that are in the Kindred Spirit Moisture and Style Cream. First ingredient, aloe vera juice. We love aloe vera, very moisturizing. Then you have shea butter, you
Yep.
have cocoa butter, you have macadamia oil, jojoba oil, um, any other butters. No, that's about it as far as the butters. But you do have the beet sugar extract,
That's my favorite.
secret ingredient.
Favorite.
Tell us about that, and then we'll get to the last step.
So the beet sugar extract is a humectant. I am not a real fan of glycerin.
Yeah.
Anybody who lives in Florida should not be a fan of glycerin because the way y'all humidity is set up is different. And if you have glycerin in your hair, unless you're cool with the 1970s puff, like if that's what you're going for, then you really should not be looking for glycerin in your hair in a high humidity environment because you're not going to have definition and your hair is not going to last and you're going to feel frustrated that you have to style and restyle every couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
Glycerin is also not for anybody in Wisconsin, Canada, really cold environments because it will do the reverse. And glycerin's job is to find moisture one way or the other. It don't care who has it and where it's at. So if you've got glycerin in your hair, but you're in a non-humid, really cold, frigid environment, the atmosphere is going to be pulling the moisture from your hair.
Yeah.
So then you'll feel a level of brittleness and incessant dryness. And so traditionally, in theory, glycerin works well as a humectant in doing what it needs to do. And a lot of natural brands love it because it's really cheap and it's highly effective. It's what I don't want you to hear is Jeannell said it's not good ingredient, it's bad, it's not natural, it's none of those things. It's just that depending on your environment, it can affect how well your hair lasts. So we selected beet sugar extract as its replacement because it's a plant-based replacement for starters. And then it's just a really highly effective humectant that does not act like glycerin does.
Okay, right. Okay. So that's a secret weapon. And so I'm glad that you did mention that because yes, you may be in Georgia, Harry. We're down here in Florida, but that's something to consider when you're purchasing products. Where do you reside? Another thing too that we struggle here in the Tampa Bay area, the water is extremely hard. So we use, different substitutions, and aloe vera is one of those things that we like to encourage our customers and ourselves to use when it comes to that. So yeah, you thinking outside the box and finding something that will be universal.
And I'm
Okay.
gonna speak on the aloe vera really quick before we move on. The reason why the aloe vera is the base is because the pH of the aloe vera is very similar to the pH of the sebum on your scalp. So I don't know if you guys saw the movement that was going around maybe a few years ago of this no product movement, no oil, no
No
product.
oil. Yeah, it's still here.
It's still around.
Yes.
It was the whole moisture. It was something like head massage, pull the sebum down thing.
Mhm.
In theory, it works. But if your hair is highly coily, highly textured, it may be difficult to get that all the way down to the ends of your hair. And so sebum is what your scalp does naturally produce to moisturize itself. And it has a certain pH range it likes to be in to protect your scalp. And aloe vera is in that same pH range. So that's why your hair likes it. That's why your scalp likes it.
Yes, yes. And speaking of pH, that is something that you identify on the labels of your products, letting people know, because there's some women and men that are conscious about, maintaining the proper pH level when it comes to their hair. And so that is mentioned on all of your labels.
Yeah.
So love that. Love that. So now let's go on to the seal it with a kiss so we can seal this twist out.
So after you have detangled properly with the leave-in, you have applied the cream to your hair in the right section. There's a couple of steps in there with the cream. You're going to want to just twist almost like you're roping your hair around itself as you're going down. So I have a video on YouTube I can share with Pam and share with you guys that
Mhm.
kind of shows you how to twist it around itself as you twist it down. And then no borrowing, right? So you got to split it in two even sections. Because if you got a pinky finger section and a thumb section, and you're trying to twist it, you're gonna get to the end and you're gonna run out of hair.
Yeah.
Problem is when you run out of hair, you got to borrow from the other side. That's cool until you take that twist out down, and when you're trying to take it down, it creates a little bit of a knot, and then you lose the definition that you have on the end.
Mhm.
So you want to make sure you do that all the way down. And then the seal with the kiss oil comes in. It comes in at two different places. It depends on your hair texture and your moisture need. So for me, I use a seal with a kiss to take my hair down. So I'll just put a little bit on my hand. So I'll put my twist out up and it's done just with the cream, let it dry. And when I'm ready to take it down, I'll put like a nickel to a quarter size amount on my hands, rub it together, and I'll rub it over my twist, and then I'll use it to separate. What that does is it reduces the friction that you apply between your hands to take it down, reducing frizz. We got two goals here, y'all. We got to reduce the frizz, increase the moisture.
Yep.
And so that's what the seal with the kiss is doing for us as we take it down. But if you feel like you have incessantly dry hair, you can use the seal with the kiss a couple of different ways. On one of my children who has really dry hair, I will add the cream to my hand and I will add the oil to my hand. I will rub it together and then apply it to their hair. On my other daughter, her porosity is a little different. So I will actually put the oil on her scalp as I'm twisting and then kind of pull it down as I'm twisting it. So it just totally depends. That's kind of where you get to flux and see how it works for you. But where I really use the seal with the kiss is on day 3, day 4, day 5, where your hair still is nicely defined, but you don't feel like it's shiny anymore. Because that's the thing you'll find with Moisture Love. You're going to have some moisture still hanging around day 2, 3, and 4, to the point where you might not feel like typically I go 2 weeks between washing my hair because by the end of week 1, it still feels moisturized. And I'm like, I don't feel like I need to rewash it.
Mm-hmm.
But it may not look shiny or it may not look like it's popping anymore. So I will retwist my hair solely with the seal with the kiss because I still have enough moisture in my hair.
Wow.
Or I will fluff it solely with the seal with the kiss just to add a shine layer to it. This is a blend of like 4 or 5 highly moisturizing, highly infusing oils, and it's been infused in horsetail leaf and marshmallow root. So that helps your scalp as well as your hair. It's an oil, but it's not greasy. It doesn't run like, let me show you. Like it doesn't, I don't know if this makes sense. You see how it's kind of just sitting in my hand where
Exactly.
oils just run straight
Yeah.
down?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't run like that. And it absorbs really nice and quickly. and it leaves a really nice shine,
Wow.
a matte shine, like
Mm-hmm.
not even going to be a greasy shine. And so that's what you can do with the Seal with a Kiss.
Okay. So no need to reapply, let's just say day 3, day 4, when some people will either re-wet their hair or possibly go back to the leave-in. They can skip that. Just twist it up again. And that's one thing that can help you too with, maintaining that style, retwisting at night or put it up in a pineapple, but you can just go straight to the sealing oil.
It depends on your hair texture and your goal.
Okay.
So I think a lot of naturals need to know what they want or figure out what they want in the front end. So the reason it depends is if on day 3 you're like, the question is, am I trying to regain moisture or definition? That's what you have to ask yourself. So if on day 3, let's go down the moisture route. You're like, it's a little dry. I want it to feel more moisturized. Instead of wetting it, our products reactivate with steam. So I'm not telling you need to go buy a steamer. I'm not saying you need to go to the sauna. We all got steam right in our shower. Okay. So get in the shower, let it get nice and hot. Don't use a shower cap. If you can avoid wetting your hair, the goal is not to wet your hair.
Mm-hmm.
Let that steamy shower reactivate, re-stimulate the products, and you will get out and touch your hair and be like, oh my gosh, it feels soft again because the products literally reactivate. It's like they have extended release properties because they're designed with the hydrolyr technology that goes deep into the hair, so it can come back up to the surface.
Wow.
So when you get out and you reactivated it, if you are like wanting a bigger look or a puffier look, then you're gonna take these two products together and then retwist or just refluff.
Okay.
Just put it in your hand and just pull it out, right? But keep in mind the leave-in is a hydration product. It's got water in it, so it's gonna create a puff. If you had definition, you may lose some of it if you do this way. If you say day 3, man, my moisture is still great, I actually just want a little bit more definition, then you go in just to retwist with the oil because maybe you just want a little shine and you just need something to use to go down the product. You can retwist with a little bit of a cream, but this still has a liquid base. Even though it doesn't look like it at a glance or feel like it
Right.
still has a liquid base. So you don't want to use a whole lot because then you're going to create some more shrinkage for yourself or some more puffing. So the real question always is not so much about your texture or your hair type as much as it is about the condition. Are you trying to get moisture again or are you trying to get definition?
Right. And just work your way backwards. So what's your end goal? And then work
Now,
backwards to get that and achieve that and also maintaining it. So, okay, perfect. Any other styling tips and tricks that you can think of? Again, like I said, what we like to suggest is making sure that your hair is 100% dry before you unravel. Some people may choose to go under a hooded dryer. Some people may choose to air dry. And just think about it. There may be times where it feels dry and then you get to that damp spot. Leave it alone. Make sure it's 100% dry. And then, like you said, you can apply that sealing oil in your hands, rub it up together, heat it up, and then just what I like to do is just unravel the opposite direction. And
yeah,
then from there, where it wants to naturally separate and just leave it alone.
yeah,
Don't touch it. Any
yeah.
tips and tricks that you can suggest? And if you're watching, drop your comment below with your favorite twist out tip.
Yeah, so I say the best twist out has 5 steps, right? So just to we've kind of talked about them, but they've not been
Mhm.
numbered. So number 1 is proper detangling and in your moisture base. So that's your leave-in conditioner. That's number 1. Number 2 is your sectioning. So thinking about how poofy or defined you want it. Plan out your sections, knowing that we all have different textures in our hair, right? Most of our textures go a little like this. This is my stretched out, perfectly straight texture. This is the texture that's like, I don't know who it belongs to. It's dry, it's tight,
Yeah.
it's not cool. This is the texture that has the most beautiful ringlet curls that shine and just lay with water, and everybody else gets to see them except for me because they're in the back of my head. And then this is the texture that is just dense. It's just
Yes.
it feels short, it feels frayed. Most of us have that whole texture pattern. So based on your texture pattern, you're going to do different sections in your hair. So in
Mm-hmm.
this back perfect section, I do this whole back section in like all the time. This is going to act right no matter what I do.
Mm-hmm. No matter.
This one, I'm going to do small twists because it's already so straight. I'm trying to,
Mm-hmm.
or I might do big twists too, but I'm trying to give it some body depending on how I want it to look. This
Mm-hmm.
one, we gotta apply product 2 and 3 times. Like we gotta go through it at least. I use double the product here than I do
Wow.
anywhere else. And then here, I'm definitely using smaller sections again because it's just so dense.
Yes.
So your sectioning is your step 2, and then the application is step 3. So step 3 is your applying it with your fingers from your root to your tips, pulling it down really nicely and splitting it right. So that's all in your application, making sure that it's half and half.
Mm-hmm.
All the product is from root to the ends. Step 4 is the I'm gonna show you guys because it's like
Yeah,
my fingers in the air ain't finna do nothing. So let's get right here. You take 2 seconds. Let's pretend we didn't already done our application. You're gonna twist. Is this better? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Twist each side around itself,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because that's how you get those ropes. You know how you look at those influencer videos, you're like, man,
Yeah.
why do you have those nice ropes?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're kind of twisting. And I'm just
Twist and
doing this.
twist.
Yeah, you're just twisting the twist, right? This is all in step 4, and I'm kind of pulling it tight too. This is all in step 4. The most important part.
Go ahead. I already know.
Step 4 is you get you another little dab of product and you do this.
Yes.
You gotta, you gotta, you gotta give her a little bit of love right there.
Please, for
So,
those ends. Yes.
make sure she's saturated. If anything's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
saturated, it's gonna be that end. Okay.
Right.
And so let's pretend distance set is dried. I always like to curl mine up like this. I don't know why. It's just a habit. Or I'll either put rod sets on. If y'all want
Right.
to elevate your twist out, this is bonus, guys.
Yeah.
You want to elevate your twist out, take you a rod or a flexi rod and put on it, and you're gonna have this beautiful, like cascading curly flow.
Mhm.
Step 5 to your twist out is I unravel the twist in the opposite direction like this. So I want you guys to see that
Mhm.
I completely unraveled it without even pulling it apart, just by twisting it in the opposite direction. And now I have my 2 ropes.
Voila. Yeah. Look at that.
Okay. So this is not even adding any product. This is not even a whole minute sitting here and it's set.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you fluff, you don't disturb the ends. You fluff like this at the base. And then you pull your twist out.
There you go.
Okay. That's your 5 steps.
Okay.
There's product involved all along the way, depending on how.
Right, right. And then making sure, yeah, you protect your crown at night. Don't go to bed. If it took you so much to achieve the perfect twist out, think about day 2, day 3, day 4, and that's how you go to sleep at night. What type of technique do you use at night?
So I just use a satin line bonnet.
Mm,
We actually sell those at moisturelove.com. We have some African print satin line bonnets made in Ghana. They're beautiful.
super cute. I love them.
They
Yes.
cute. I've worn them out in public. I was like, listen, I don't feel like this is a regular bonnet, so I can get away with this.
Okay.
But
We're not going to tell Monique.
right, we're not gonna tell Monique about it. So I have worn that out. Or sometimes I have a satin pillowcase. It just depends on how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Or it depends if the satin pillowcase is somewhere in the laundry getting washed. But
Yeah.
typically I have just a satin cap. And I don't puff and pineapple and all that. My hair texture, it's long,
Mm-hmm.
but my twist outs never kind of just hang. You know how some influencers
Yeah.
out sit. Mine never do that. So I've come to peace with that. That's not what my hair wants to do. So when I pineapple it's not enough stretch for it.
Right. Okay. So yeah, so you can retwist it, you can throw it up in a pineapple, but make sure that you do lay on something or you put something on your head to protect your ends. Just protect your hair in general, because just think about that cotton against your hair. That's going to cause friction. It's going to potentially dry out your hair, and so it's just a wasted style. So just making sure that you do take some steps at night to make sure you protect your crown. All
Yeah.
right, Jeannell. Well, it has been Great speaking with you. If you can just tell everyone how can they find you, how can they purchase your bundles, because this is not the only bundle that you carry on your website. You're also sold in multiple retail locations, Black-owned beauty supply stores, and I love that. I love that we were able to partner and that we are able to provide your products. But tell people how can they find you, whether that's on social media, different platforms, and your website.
Yeah, so for sure, definitely if you're in the Tampa Bay area, go pick up My Shade and Texture. She has everything there. And here's a little secret, guys. I only have 5 products. All the bundles are just different combinations of those 5 products.
Wow.
So you can go into the store and say, hey, I want the best wash day bundle, which is literally just the shampoo, conditioner, and leave-in. And Pam has all that. Or the best twist out bundle is the back end and any other combination of bundle.
Yes.
And then moisturelove.com is where you can buy everything. We have double sizes. So we have 16 ounces, we have 2 ounces on our website. And follow us at Moisturelove. So on all of our social platforms, we have great aspirations to do more videos in 2022. Trying to get my mind around TikTok. So, you're going to see a few of those out there. We already have a couple of them on our feed. Don't laugh at me.
No.
But just trying to edutain you guys.
I love that. I love that term.
Yeah, on the hair thing, because it's been a few years, but we still need help.
Yeah, we do. We do. Absolutely. And like you said, you started in the early 2000s. That's when I started. And it was before YouTube. Back then it was message boards. It
Yeah.
was nothing visual to look at. Girl, right. You trying to figure it out and trying to visualize what they're saying.
Yes,
So
I remember that.
exactly. So we still have a ways to go. And I love when women, transition to return natural. So
Yeah.
that can happen today, tomorrow, next week. But just knowing that there are great products and great women like yourself out there, staying ahead of the game. We appreciate you, Jeannell. So thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. All
Thank
right.
you. Thanks for having me, Pam. This has
Oh,
been
absolutely. So the next time you're in the Bay Area, make sure you stop by and I'll do the same once I'm up in Georgia.
okay. We'll do.
All right. Well, happy Friday and happy holidays, and we'll see you in 2022.
All right. Same to you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.